One of the latest Blue Book rule sets from Osprey Games is Kobolds and Cobblestones, a skirmish level game designed for intergang warfare amongst a cast of standard fantasy races. The rulebook begins with an overview of the background of Odinsport, the main setting for the game. This is relatively short, leaving plenty of canvas for players to add their own colour to the game. We are then straight into the core concepts of the rules, dealing with the role play by playing cards, which replace both rulers and dice in the game, and the basis for creating your gang from the archetypal characters, which can come from almost any race. Alongside the rules are some evocative examples of artwork that seeks to convey the style of the denizens of the city. A standard pack of playing cards are the main tool used in the game, usable as a guide for movement, which is noted as either L or W, corresponding to length or width of a standard playing card. This is usually the Joker, as the other cards are needed for activation, ranged and melee combat, and other gameplay. Once a hit has been scored, players use the basis of poker, with a handy guide to the game located in the back pages. The player's hands of cards are compared, and the greater the difference, the worse the result, including critical hits. The results of critical hits and magical spells are outlined in a series of named and explained results, as are the basis for the special abilities that certain gang members have that may be used to add to or defend against damage. A slightly different take on the rules for this type of game is that gold occurred by a gang which can be used during the game to change the nature of play. Magic is also part of the game, and a wizard may be hired as part of your gang. However, casting magic spells is a difficult thing during a fight, with the potential for the spells going awry. Spells are divided into attack and support. Playing cards are used, but rather than poker style, players aim to outdo each other in a game of blackjack. The gang members list section outlines a number of gang leaders and typical gang members who can be recruited. Once you have chosen one of the leaders, which are detailed with a stat line, character traits and any special abilities, you can recruit your basic gangers. The lowest level of gang society is the ruts, followed by thugs, big guys and specialists. Each type of ganger costs a certain amount of gold, with the amount of startup coin being mutually decided in a casual game. For campaigns, this is fixed to 10 gold coins. Gang members may be from the full range of racial backgrounds, allowing you to field a variety of miniatures. There are full campaign rules and a total of 8 scenarios included in the book. These rules include how to generate and maintain your gang for a campaign, buying and selling equipment, making discoveries, increasing your power and notoriety, and the different ways that a campaign can be won. The scenarios are suitably generic, but can be woven together to form a desired narrative. The rules are fairly standard for a gang warfare experience, although the use of playing cards throughout is a change to the norm. However, the background setting and the concept are atypical of a typical fantasy game and should make for some interesting and varied gangs on the tabletop.